All right, so number 1 and 2, of course, number 1 would have a graph, and you would have to graph it. Now, the cool thing about number 1 is it's not y equals mx plus b, because on the graph that you would get to see, there would be this graph, and the x-axis would be labeled the fruit, and the y-axis would be labeled the nuts. They gave you the rate, yes? They gave you the rate. So the x-axis is the fruit, and the y-axis is the nuts. All you have to do is make a ratio table. So how much fruit for how much nuts? It says for 1.5 cup of nuts, so I'm going to put that as a decimal, how much fruit? For every cup of fruit, how much?
You did it wrong. You did it on the other.
Oh, my bad. You're right. Yeah. So how much fruit would I put right here? 1. And then I would just expand it. So if I had 2 cups of fruit, how many of nuts would I have?
3.
You'd have to double this, guys. 3. Do y'all see what I'm saying? You would just double it. That's 2 points on the graph. You would put them on the graph, and it would connect it. Easy? All right, number 2 says, a family makes homemade pickles. They pack the pickles at a rate, so they're giving you a rate of 80 pickles for 5 jars. Which answer choices best represent packing Y pickles for X jars? How many numbers did they give you? So you have to do Y over X to get your slope, your rate. So which one of these has to be the Y because they said it? The pickles. So 80 divided by 5 is 16. So what would my equation be? Y equals 16x. It's proportional. And then that was one of the answers because it said select 2 answer choices. And then the other one you would have to pick a table that matches it or a graph that matches it. Make sense? All right, number 3. A dog eats 1.5 cups of food, but the problem is he eats that twice a day. So we need to come up with a rate. How much would he eat in one day? If he eats a half, 2.5 cups in the morning and 1.25 cups in the afternoon. How would you do that? I would multiply it by what? By 2. Or you could add it together twice, which is 2.5. That means in one day, he eats 2.5 cups. Yes? So I go here. In one day, does this show 2.5 cups? No. Let's go to B. In one day, does that show 2.5 cups? No. Let's go to C. In one day, does that show 2.5 cups? Let's check this one, though. In one day, no. So it has to be C. Number 4. An online game increases in the number of users at a rate of 500 users each day. How would you write that equation? Y equals 500 X. It says which graph best represents this. That means what is the B? What is the Y-intercept? Do all of them go through 0? So that didn't help me. So the next thing I did is I made a table. And I said, well, in one day it would be what? In 2 days it would be 1,000. In 3 days it would be 1,500. And in 4 days it would be, and then I just checked which graph would have that done correctly. This has 500 days. That didn't even make sense. All right, let's look at G. This has 10 days at 500. Well, it should be what? 1 day at 500. All right, this has 1 day at like less than 100 maybe? I don't know. And this has 2 days at 1,000. Is that right? It has 4 days at 2,000. Is that right? Yes. So it's J. Excuse me. Number 5. Natasha has a job putting letters in an envelope to be mailed. In 1 hour, she put 42 letters in an envelope. Which equation best represents Y, the number of letters? So this is our Y, and this is our X. So if I want to find the rate, I do Y divided by X. So what is 42 divided by 1? So what would my equation be? So what's the answer? Okay, on number 6. They gave you a table, and then what did the question ask you for?
The constant proportion.
What do we know about constant of proportionality? Constant of proportionality really just means slope. But it's a special slope. It is a slope when it's proportional. So you had 2 options. You could do the slope formula, but that's too much work, yes? When we know that if it's proportional, all I have to do is y over x. Now, if you forgot that and you did the slope formula, would you get the exact same answer? Yes. You get to pick any single y over x, but they have to go together. I chose the first one. So what number had to go on top? 2. Could I put the 8 on top and get the correct answer? No. Why not? Because it's not the y. All right, 2 8 simplifies to what? If I divide the top and bottom by 2. 1/4. And that's not an answer. So I turn 1/4 to a decimal. What is 25 cents? The answer was G. How are we doing on this so far? Pretty good? Number 7. Excuse me. A recipe says to use 3 cups of flour to make 48 cookies. What did it ask for?
Constant.
That means anytime I see constant of proportionality, all I do is y over x. And on y'all's star chart, I want y'all to see this. What does it say right here? Constant of proportionality. And what does it say? Y over x. So you don't even have to memorize that. All right. The problem is I need to know which one is the y and which one is the x, and they have to tell you. It says y is the number of cookies. So this is the y. This is the what?
X.
So 48 over 3. So I do 48 divided by 3. 3 goes into 4 one time. So right there it has to be 16.
How would they put 48?
Good question. I don't know why they put that. Number 8. The total distance a snail travels in feet is directly proportional. We already knew that because it's passing through. And it says, what is the... So I have 2 options. Constant of proportionality really means slope, but it also means y over. So I have 2 options. I could do rise over run, or I could get an x and a y that belong together and simply divide them. Make sense? Personally, I did 2 points. And I said the rise from 0 to 6 is 6. The run is what? 2. Isn't that the same thing as taking the point 2, 6? Which one's the x and which one's the y? Isn't that 6 over 2? So it's the exact same thing to do rise over run or to do y divided by x. Huh? 3. Number 9. In the table, and then it tells us y is proportional. Pay attention. What is the... How do you find constant of proportionality? I need everybody focused. Y over x. Which one do y'all want to use? First one. What number has to go on top? 6 over 4. Can I simplify that since the answers are fractions? What can I divide the numerator and denominator by? So that becomes 3 halves. Y'all see there's a lot of constant of proportionality, yes? All right, number 10. Did y'all see this question yesterday? Let's see if y'all remember it. Which graph best represents a line where the value of y is, how would I write y is? Y equals 3 more than half of x. Well, I need an mx plus b. Which number is with the x?
1.2.
So 1/2 x. And 3 more would be plus. Now question. Can I mark off f because f is passing through 0? Okay, let's look at G. Does G have a y-intercept of 3?
Can't you mark out J because it's negative?
Yep, but I haven't even gotten there. But let's look at G. Hey, focus. Let's look at G. Does G have a y-intercept of 3? Is it going up 1, right 2? No. What was wrong with G? What did they do? They went up 2, right. So they switched the rise and the run. Hey, boys. I need y'all to be respectful, please. All right, H. Does H have a y-intercept of 3? Is it going up 1, right 2? Yes. All right, next page. Number 11. Nicole had a collection of 60 stuffed animals. Is that her rate or her starting amount? So that's her B. She gave away.
So it's negative.
So this is negative 5 stuffed animals per month. Is that a rate?
Yes.
So negative 5x. So what's my equation? Y equals? All right, look at A. Is A passing through 60? Is it going down? Look at B. Is B passing through 60? Is it going down? Look at C. Is C passing through 60?
No, it's
at 0.
Is D passing through 60? So do y'all see that I really didn't need to go do a whole lot? Just check the y-intercept and was it going up or down? So the answer was A. Number 12. Which equation represents the linear relationship between x and y? What did it ask me for? If I need an equation, I need an M. Did they give you the B? Okay, but look at the answer choices. All of their M's are what? Different. So as long as I find the slope, I'll know the correct answer. How do I find slope of a table? Slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Which 2 points do y'all want to use? I use the middle 2. So this is going to be the first x, the second x, the first y, the second y. So I'm doing 13 minus what? Over 3 minus 1. What is 13 minus 1? What is 3 minus 1? What is 12 divided by 2? So the M is 6. So what's the only answer that could be right? H. Last question. Number 13. George started a coin collection. His dad gave him 75 coins. Is that a rate or a starting amount? So is that the M or the B? Okay. Each month, did y'all see a clue word?
Yes.
Each month he will add 20 coins. So that's positive. And it's the M. So how would I write this equation? Perfect. So the answer was B. All right, your CBA over this is tomorrow. You need to make sure you're ready and know all things slope and y-intercept and constant of proportionality.